Hello everybody and welcome to this new video on SketchUp with SketchUp free. So the free version of SketchUp, it is SketchUp for web, and in this video we are going to see how to use the move tools. You can subscribe to this YouTube channel if you like the content. First link on the description, the complete course SketchUp for web is available. So if you want to learn this version of SketchUp starting from scratch with a course structure, it will be on the first link on the description. You will see the models, session of the course, what you will be able to learn. Second link on this description, this is a website in link with this YouTube channel. You can discover software in these YouTube channels, have basics of this software, and second link on the description, it is a summary of all the graphic courses available. You can pick a course and learn any graphic software. So the first thing that I'm going to do, it is to zoom little out, and I will create a rectangle here, and I will start with a rectangle on this area. I can maybe type 2 value like 4 meters, comma, and I will type 2 meters to create this rectangle. Then I will extrude with the push-pull. I will extrude a little bit on this direction with maybe 40 centimeter. And I will, for example, create a line in the middle here. I will create another one in the middle here, and another one in the middle here, just like that. So to have access to the Move tool, you can go on the left and you can find the Move tool, shortcut M. And when you do this, you can move a face, you can move an edge, or if you have a group or a component, a group of a component. For example, if I just go on this face, it would be like to push-pull, for example. So if I go left-click here, I can just pull just like this. And to constrain on a direction, you can just, for example, use the arrows on the keyboard, or you can also use, so it means you can select the arrow on the keyboard. For example, I can push-pull here, I'm going to show you again, or by default, you can also stay on the axis that you want. Here is the red axis, and on the bottom right corner, as you can see, you can tap the distance. So I can stay on the red axis, and if I want to extend for 1 meter, I can just tap 1 meters, and I will validate. Here it is same, I can go on this face, and I can, for example, extend on the green axis. And if I want maybe 20 centimeter, I can just tap 20 centimeter. You can also move an endpoint, so it means you can select an endpoint, and as you can see, you can move like this. But if you move like this, you will create a new edge, for example, on this area, just like that. So it is also something that you need to know. You can also select an edge like an edge in the middle here, left click, and I can drag and move. And if I press shift, I can apply a constraint to stay, for example, on the blue axis, just like that here. Something interesting also is you can duplicate a face and dragging and moving a face or an edge, and for this you can press Ctrl. When you press Ctrl, a small plus will appear, and after that, if you go left click, as you can see, you can activate, you can move and duplicate at the same time. For example, I'm here, Ctrl, and a plus appears to the cursor, and I can also do something like this. And you can enter the distance each time. So I'm going to select this face and select this face. If I'm going to click on this one, and with the move tools, I will dragging and moving a little bit on this direction, just like that. If you have a group or a component, I will use my selection tools. I will select all the elements here, and I will go right click here, make group. So when you have a group, when you create a selection, you can see the frame of selection here. And when you move, you can search a point. So you can just go left click anywhere and move like this. But the best things to do is to pick every time a corner point in SketchUp. So it means you select a corner point, and with this corner point, you can go to another corner point. Why it is useful? Because in a lot of times, you will have to place, for example, a group or a component on a specific area. And this is why you need to have something like this. So if, for example, I have this one, I'm going maybe to extend a little bit. I will click on this line and I will extend a little bit here. And I will click on this line and I will extend a little bit here. So if I want to place this group on a corner here, it's pretty convenient. You selection your group and you need to select a corner point. So for example, I can take this corner point and snap to this corner point. As you can see, it's pretty simple. And when you will integrate also component or any type of group, you can move a group to any corner point that you have using these different things. It can be also on the edge, just like that. So this is why it's extremely important to generally take a corner point, two corner point, and to work like this. Now let's go outside. I will go here. I will select this rectangle and press delete on the keyboard. Something that you can do also when you have a group or a component, it is to move and to duplicate. So when I click here, I can take this corner point. When you press Ctrl, you can activate a plus, and it means you will move and duplicate at the same time. So left click, I can move, but as you can see, I can duplicate at the same time. And if you want to enter the distance, you can enter the distance here. For example, I can press Ctrl, left click, and if I want a distance of 8 meters, I can tap 8 meters on the bottom right corner, and I can duplicate like this. And you can repeat this operation with Ctrl, and the plus will appear, and you can duplicate like this. As you can see, it's pretty convenient to use. And this is how you can use these move tools. So we are going to stop here for this video. If you like, subscribe to these YouTube channels. First link on the description, the complete course Sketchup for Web, the free version of Sketchup is available. If you want to learn Sketchup for Web starting from scratch with a course structure, it will be on the first link on the description. You will see models, session of the course, different hours of training content. We see all these tools in details with different examples, all the features on the right with details and different examples, and also different training sessions to create object and different type of project. In the second link on the description, this is a website in link with these YouTube channels. You can discover software in these YouTube channels, have basic of this software, and second link on the description, it is like an online school. You can pick a course and learn any graphic software. For our next video, see you. Ciao, ciao.